Hi everyone, that is the second part of the video of the previous lesson. Here we have grammar part. Here we have present perfect and present perfect continuous. These tenses are what we're gonna talk about today and to what we're gonna learn today. So, present perfect and present perfect continuous. How do we form these tenses? Present perfect is formed with the help of auxiliary verb have or has. Have for I, you, we, and they, and has for he, she, it. Plus the past participle. What does it mean, past participle? For example, let's try the word do. Verb do has three different forms like do, did, and done. So here we need the last one, done, or the word go. We have three forms: go, went, gone. Again, past participle, that's when we need the word gone. Or we can just add the ending ed. For example, positive sentence: I have left. Yeah, leave, left, left. We need the third form. Again, positive sentence: you have arrived. Arrived, we just add ed ending. He has left. She has arrived, because with his, she, it, we always have has, not have. Have they left? Yes, they have. To build a question, we just have to put this word have in the beginning of the question. Has it arrived? No, it hasn't. You haven't left. Okay, here we have a negative sentence. You have not left, or you haven't left. To make a sentence negative, we just have to add the part not after the auxiliary verb have or has. She has not arrived. That's it with the formation of present perfect. And now let's take a look at present perfect continuous. We form these tense using again same auxiliary verb have or has plus been plus verb with ing ending. Has been doing or have been going or so on. Let's take a look at the examples. I have been reading. You can see here an auxiliary verb have or has plus been plus the verb read with an ing ending. You've been reading. That is just short form of the word have. You've been reading. She has been reading and he's been reading. These all were positive sentences. What about the question? Question looks like, have you been reading? Yes, I have. Again, the word have is at the beginning of the question. Has she been reading? No, she hasn't. You have not been reading. That is a negative sentence. Again, we just add part not after the auxiliary verb have or has. He has not been reading. That's it with the formation. So in general, what is it present perfect and what is it present perfect continuous? These tenses connect the past and the present. It's always about past and present in the same time. We have a cute picture here, yeah? There is a cat, he's doing something, and that is past. He has done something in the past, and in the present we have a result. The plate is empty. I have eaten a sausage. Again, so we have a connection between past and the present. They describe actions which start in the past and continue up to the present, or actions which were completed in the past but whose results affect the present. So again, the picture, this action to eat a sausage, yeah, was completed in the past. He has eaten it. But now, right now, we have a visible result. So that's why this action more or less is connected to the present. That's why we should use here present perfect. I have eaten a sausage. One more example, I have read the book. Pay attention here. Read, read, read. Three forms of this verb. We write it in the same way, but we pronounce in different way. Like read, read, read. So I have read the book. In the past, I read the book. But now we have a visible result. The book is finished. The book is read. So I have read the book. Again, we have a connection between past and the present. Present perfect. Let's talk about the present perfect separately. When do we use it? Present perfect is used to describe an action which started in the past and continues up to the present, what we have just said, especially with state verbs such as have, like, know, be, etc. In this case, we often use for and since. We'll talk about these words a little later. So let's take a look at the example, and we have here friends. An example will be about friends and about friendship. They have been friends for 20 years. That means they met each other 20 years ago and they are still friends. Next one. Present perfect is used for an action which has recently finished and whose result is visible in the present. Okay, there is a girl with apples and she has picked a lot of apples. The apples are in the basket, so the action has finished. And we can see this basket with apples, so we can see a visible result in the present. Present perfect is also used for an action which happened at an unstated time in the past. The exact time is not important, so it is not mentioned. The emphasis is placed on the action. Yeah, so time is not important and usually is not even mentioned. What happened? He has broken his arm. No time is mentioned and it's not really important. What is important that he broke his arm. He has broken his arm. The exact time is not mentioned. What is important is the fact that his arm is broken. And we have here one more example. Peter has been to Paris 4 times. Okay? The exact time of each of these visits is not mentioned and is not important. What is important is the fact that he has visited Paris 4 times. What about you? Have you ever been to Paris? I haven't been to Paris yet, but perhaps soon I will visit it. I hope so. Okay, present perfect is also used for an action which has happened within a specific time period which is not over at the moment of speaking, such as today, this morning, afternoon, evening, week, months, etc. Okay, what do we have here? She has received 3 faxes this morning. The action has been repeated 3 times, be attentive here, up to now. And may happen again because the time period this morning is not over yet. Yeah, so up to now, so far, she has received 3 faxes. But this morning is not over yet. It's not finished. It's still morning, so she can still get some more faxes. To compare the difference between past simple and present perfect, we can change the sentence a little bit. She received 3 faxes today, yeah, or this morning. Here we have past simple. What's the difference? In the second example, the time period this morning is over. It is now afternoon or evening. While in the first example, it was still morning. That's it. That's all the difference. That's why in the second example we have just a point in the past, and in the first example we have something which has not finished yet. The time period is not over yet. To sum up, let's sum up present perfect. We remember our friends, so we use present perfect to talk about friendship, yeah? To talk about something from the past up to the present. Also, we talked about apples. Recently finished result is visible now. Simply. Broken arm. Time is not important. Emphasis on the action. And faxes may happen again. The time period is not over yet. That's it. And I strongly recommend you not to learn rules. Those rules which I have just explained to you were just for you to understand, yeah, to realize the meaning of this or that example. What I really recommend you is to remember pictures and examples. It's much easier, much more convenient, and much more pleasant. So you will remember the example and you will use this tense correctly in daily speech. Don't learn rules, just read them once and understand. That's it. So let's think on your own examples. Right now you can pause the video and write down some examples of your own which you build by yourself, and later we can check it together, yeah? Now we can talk about present perfect continuous. You remember how to form it. Have has plus been plus verb and ing ending. So, present perfect continuous is used to put emphasis on the duration of an action which started in the past and continues up to the present, especially with time expressions such as for, since, all morning, day, week, etc. Well, for you to know always where you see a word continuous, it's always about duration. Continuous is always about duration, and perfect is always about connection between two tenses. For example, here we have connection between past and present, plus duration, plus continuous. Okay, let's take a look at the example. Sarah has been picking vegetables for 2 hours. You can see here we have a duration, and it is important when we talk about present perfect continuous. For 2 hours, which means during 2 hours. She started picking vegetables 2 hours ago, and she's still doing that. She's still picking them now. Present perfect continuous is also used for an action which started and finished in the past and lasted for some time. The result of the action is visible in the present. Again, we do have connection between past and present because we have a result. Yeah, we have finished action, but we have result now. And what is important is the phrase lasted for some time, continuous, duration. Okay? He's dirty. He has been playing football. We have a result. He is dirty. We can see that now. Actually, the picture is not really dirty. He's just sweating, but still, yeah, we can imagine it. He's no longer playing football, but the fact is that his clothes are dirty is visible now. That's it. Here we have some note. With the verbs fill, live, work, and teach, we can use present perfect and present perfect continuous with no difference in meaning. For example, he has felt or he has been feeling unwell all morning. No difference in meaning. You can use both present perfect and present perfect continuous. Let's move on. Present perfect continuous is also used to express anger, annoyance, or irritation. You remember from the previous class that when we have present continuous, then we can talk about some annoyance. For example, you are always forgetting to close the door, or you are always forgetting to pay the bill. to pay some bills. Yeah, but there we had a word always. Here we don't have a word always, but still we can be annoyed, we can be irritated, we can use present perfect continuous, and we also can have some result of our irritation. For example, yeah, sure, example is about some boss. Who has been reading my business papers? He is angry. The speaker is irritated. Who has been reading my business papers? Because I can see that they lay not in same order as I left it. So that's it, just 3 points, and let's sum them up. We had vegetables and a girl, so from the past up to present plus duration. Don't forget that continuous is about duration. We had a dirty boy football player, started and finished in the past plus duration. The result is visible now. And of course, we have an irritated boss, an irritated speaker, so we use present perfect continuous to express anger, annoyance, and irritation. That's it. That's all about these two tenses, and in the next video, we're gonna practice. Yeah, I don't really think that we should practice in this one because, it will take much time and you can just save this video to have only informative video.